So this is one of the current generation where they are saying the real-time monitoring of the artificial intelligence. So timely interventions. See, for example, a patient was there in ICU and I was giving him a drug. So every 1 hour, 10 ml has to be loaded into the patient with the automated machine. So in AI, I can set a program that every 10 hour minutes, 10 ml has to be reached every 1 hour to the patient. So that real-time monitoring whether the drug has gone to the patient or not. So what is his prognosis? What is his BP alterations? What is his fluctuations? So all those things we can really do wonders with real-time monitoring in AI. And increase patient engagement. For example, as a waiting area, if I don't show you this sort of picturization, what you will feel? You will feel completely bored, right? So by using AI tools, there are a lot of advertisements, there are a lot of promotions can be done in the hospitals where the patients will be continuously engaged, learning what is the concept, what is heart issues, what is the myocardial infarction, what do you mean by coronary angio, what do you mean by bypass surgery. So these sort of awareness can be provided by using the artificial intelligence tools by technologies where the patients will be engaged 24/7. And management of chronic conditions. So a lot of clinical disorders which can be managed by artificial intelligence, that is the mainly critical care units. So wherever we have a critical care, 100% will depend on the technology because none of the human people can continuously monitor whether it is reaching every half an hour or not. So coming to the artificial intelligence role in drug discovery. So there are 3 different compounds. One is the screening compounds. So by using the artificial intelligence in drug discovery, it is mainly meant for bioinformatics. So different molecules can be designed and they can clone each other. For example, I can clone you another person exactly how his height, weight, everything. So similarly for drugs also, for cloning they use a screening compounds and interactions. If one drug and another drug interacts, what is the result of the drug? So before formulating any hypothesis, they use in bioinformatics by using artificial intelligence and optimization trials. Or a lot of clinical trials now they are using the artificial intelligence technology to do the clinical trials. So strengthening the provider-patient relationships. So personalized communication strategies you can develop. You can use any of these tools for developing the patient to hospital relations and AI-assisted decision support tools. So, for example, if I want feedback, so by using artificial intelligence, we can take paperless feedback from the patient. avoid because they are not the true data genuine source. So research articles 9, review article 16, brief reports 8, case studies 5, communication 8, communication letter dated 22. So in that, by using ChatGPT, total 68 articles, we found legal issues with 10 articles. So 10 articles were kept under medical legal issue for plagiarizing the database. Okay, and ethical issues again, see privacy, plagiarism, bias, 58%. 58% out of 100% is having ethical considerations and bias. So always you have to be very careful on ethical issues, privacy, plagiarism and bias. Inaccurate is 30, transparency is 18. Updating the knowledge, as I told you, ChatGPT 3.5 will give only till 2021. So updating of the knowledge is not possible with ChatGPT 3.5. So meaning misinformation, copyright. So I asked ChatGPT a question, and its response is like that. I am sorry, but I do not have access to real-time information. This was given by ChatGPT 3.5. So real-time information monitoring cannot be done by ChatGPT 3.5. You have to go for the higher versions. Okay. So for this, where WHO itself is pretending, like you have to see again the references. So these sort of comments are really in a dynamo for a clinician when they are treating with the patient care. And however, it is important to use ChatGPT as supplementary tool rather than replacement of the formal medical education. So always you have to use this technology AI tools only for supportive or for the diagnostic, anything only for the preliminary screening, but none of the tools in healthcare sector can be confirmed as confirmatory tool. Okay, so we are very happy to take up all the tools which we develop for the purpose of supportive and screening, but none of the tool confirms in medical forms that it is a confirmatory diagnostic tool. Okay. So in conclusion, what we have concluded is a lot of research is going to happen in artificial intelligence and healthcare. Still, by 2030, I think lot of new applications will be developed by AI as a supporting tools. So by this hackathon, I think whatever your ideas you are going to get today, maybe you may be one of the patenters on those tools which you have developed in healthcare. Okay. So I thank again this hackathon team for giving me an opportunity for presenting this again. Thank you.
Thank you, Pradeep Kumar sir. Those words of yours were really inspirable, and many students or participants who have been seated over here, you might have taken medical as your theme, and these inputs will surely help in your current hackathon as well as in your upcoming projects. Now we'll be having one more keynote session by Jitesh Bajaj sir. A big round of applause, guys, for Jitesh Bajaj sir. He'll be focusing on environment, agriculture and even medical sectors. He is the founder and CEO of Tetris and Advance. So we'll be getting some technical insights about the industry, about the entrepreneurship and education system, how you can move as a learner towards your project. Okay, Jitesh Bajaj sir, over to you.
It's a really good start. Good morning. Thank you. So is this your first time in Hackathon? Are you excited? What do you like about it? Just say something. New ideas, working together, finding problems and solutions. You like about it? Yeah, so Hackathon is a wonderful way to solve many, many problems in innovative way. Slide. Okay. So I'll tell you what I do. I run 3 organizations. First one is called Tetris Innovations. Tetris Innovation is an incubator. Do you know incubator? Okay, we shape ideas here. Accelerator, we take idea and make sure they run a business. And we also invest in them. Now, which categories we invest? Artificial intelligence, edtech, fintech. Guess anything else? No. Artificial intelligence, edtech, fintech, medtech, one of the one which you can correlate, and sustainabilities, EVs, and foods as well. How we do it is we invite various startups, we work with them as a co-founder, and we try to shape their ideas into a proper business model. So any founder have a very great help available when they come to Tetris. The next firm is called Advance. This is where we're building a social media network for students like you. It will be available in March and April and early next year. And it will be great if you can use it. I'll be in touch to share that information with you. And the third one is GNB Consulting. This is where we bring companies from outside to India so that India can have more business. Cool. So today, I'm gonna talk about something basic. You're already expert of the agri-tech environment and medtech, so I'll not give a lot of information on that, but I'll try to give you insights on how world is changing around AI and what new jobs is pulling up. So here we go. Does it work? Yeah, so it's a pretty much a code. See, it's a massive change we are going through with AI. It is completely reshaping how do we work today, live today, buy today, sell today. So a lot of excitement is coming around with AI, and I'm sure you might also be witnessing that in your consumer life, the way you do the face detection, the way you use your social media or any other app, the way you do the shopping. Go on, next one. All right. In the last 100 years, no sector has seen growth of this level, which is 38% growth year on year. This industry is going to become a 30 trillion industry by 2030, which is just 6 years away. Now, when we say about this growth, what does it mean? What does the growth mean? Business, new jobs, new startups. And when, there is a one side which says there will be unemployment, but this growth means something. And on the right side, you will see that how it's pulling up from a startup standpoint. The 330 billion has been invested in just last few years in startups. And I have witnessed that firsthand because startups come to us from AI category as well. So you need to leverage this technology. You can be consumer, but you can also use this technology to build any new service line or a product. All right. Now, it's a world map. You may see some nations here. Anyone you see in green as of today is AI leader. USA, we all know majority of startups and innovation comes from the West, largely USA. Europe, why Europe? They don't have AI startups, but they have AI regulations and framework so that we do it correctly. And China, you don't see and hear them a lot, but a lot of work is happening and they are outsourcing the technology. the aggressive AI developers. Glad to see India named there. Israel, I know they're in a war, but they have been inspiration for many, many startups, specifically in defense sector, that how to use the AI. South Korea is also going into pharmaceuticals with AI. And you have then emerging AI developers, which is Singapore, Australia, which have now started to use AI for public sectors as well. So massive game, and you will see more nations contributing to this, either from a consumer side or either developing from a business standpoint. All right. Now, I would like to give you an I'm not sure you know, but let me try. See, we are going through a phase where AI capability is changing very fast. The gentleman before me, he just mentioned 3.5 GPT and then 4. What's the difference? When was 3.5 launched and when was 4 launched? In how many months? Give me an estimate. Have you used GPT? Which version you use? 3.5 because it's free. Yeah. When did 4 come? Just few months later after 3.5. What does it mean? Updates. But these updates are happening very, very fast. And they are happening in 3 key areas in AI. And please pay attention when I say this, because this information is generally not available in public domain. Though it's not moving here. Okay. Do you know what is a context window? Context window is something where you type the prompt. When you sign up to the ChatGPT or Gemini, you type a command, right? That's what you need from it. What is happening here? If you do a conversation with GPT, today there is a limitation. Meaning, you cannot go and do endless conversation with GPT. Their limitation will say that change the license, or it will say start a new conversation. Okay, please do pay attention to this. What is happening right now, what everybody is doing? You might have heard in the news that GPT or OpenAI have raised around another 6 billion, something like 6 billion. Now, for what? They are gonna work on can this context window be endless? Now imagine that scenario. If I can have conversation with GPT in an endless moment, meaning let's say I want to research about a drug or an illness, I would like to know about what is the drug or the types of drug I can find using GPT in a prompt. How do I make that drug? Another question, how do I mix that drug? Which patient requires that particular drug? In which quantity shall I give it? So those conversations can become endless, all right? And that facility is not available with GPT today because of the limitation they have in the model. But everybody is working on it. OpenAI, Gemini, and many others. Now what will happen? I'll tell you the agents now. What are agents? Large language models, small language models. What they do? Okay, let's say take chemistry, go read about chemistry, do some test on chemistry, build some hypothesis on chemistry, and come up with, let's say, with few alternatives and the theories around chemistry. Okay, the last one is text to voice. I'm sure you have seen a recent demo by OpenAI where you can just command and it will do certain actions. Correct? Now look at this, if all these 3 comes together, what will happen? You will have a science fiction like Jarvis in Iron Man. A command is given, you already have an LMS, and it can be an endless conversation, right? Just by voice, you can say, create me this particular product of this specification to perform this level of functionality, all right? Now, what is the fear in the world? Why everybody is saying ethics, regulation? Why? Because the thought process is, the fear they have in mind, what if this agent of OpenAI start conversing with the agent of Gemini and some other company and they start building their own language. If they build their own language, we cannot control them. But we have given them an ecosystem to just give it text and voice and start taking an action. And this is where the worriness is in the entire world, right? And this is where you may see a lot of news from Europe that we want to regulate, we want to regulate. And this is where India is also trying to think. So these are these lab concerns which are coming out, which are not being discussed openly. But of course, we can keep that in mind, right? And this is where some ethics come, rules come, that you tell us, be transparent, what solutions you are building if you're an entrepreneur or a startup founder. Yeah, that's I just spoke. Go on. Next, please. Go ahead. All right. Just previous slide. Previous. Look. Yes, here. Do you know about this analogy of consumer and enterprise? No? Okay. See, AI will pace out very quickly with consumer. Like you use Facebook, Instagram, GPT, you have a data that GPT took just a week to have 100 million users. But that is not there with the enterprise. What is enterprise? Any company, any organization. Why they do not have it? Because still the business applications of AI are being figured out. Any corporate cannot just start and say, I want to use AI without understanding the data security implications. And this is where it's taking time, right? That's why you see a lot of work happening on Zepto, Zomato, AI-based recommendations and shoppings are happening. But any company which is 10, 20, 30 years old, they will take time to make it happen. And that's why the job creation in those enterprises is also gonna be slow. That's where the job creation and also the upscaling on those new, opportunities which are coming up is also gonna be slow. So I wanted to give you a message because people do talk about jobs, but I'm saying it's a massive opportunity coming up in enterprise, which enterprise is just trying to evaluate certain level of threats and risk. Just go on, please. We have spoken. Please go ahead. Yes. Yeah, so this is not far, just 1 year from now. We're gonna have another 100 million jobs coming up. Are any of you is Python developer from this group? Python? Yeah. See, there's a massive demand of full stack. There's a massive demand on Python. And that demand is not less. This is all contributing to a massive number like 100 million, just in the next 1 year. And imagine that year-on-year growth with that. What's enterprises looking up for now? AI engineers, ethics officer, which I have just mentioned, AI business managers. If you have built an AI product, how you're gonna maintain it? How you're gonna ensure this is gonna continuously work? The AI-based personalization expert, because AI is all about personalization, right? And this is where the seamless experience gets created. And security specialist. These are the aspirational jobs which will be coming up really, really soon. And I think everybody in this, specifically in student community, must be looking after them. Go ahead. Yeah, I think these are the organizations which are a good reference point how I'm trying is not see. Now it is. Now it is.
You converted the PPT now.
Okay, it's PDF, that's why.
That's why it's not.
Okay. Yeah, these are the two organizations everybody knows. I think these are the key reference points where they have set up as a benchmark, industry benchmark. And organizations largely are trying to take a reference from these organizations and make it happen. Yeah, so it's a very interesting study by Gartner. I'm not sure you follow Gartner, but look at this chart. It has some roles, okay, some job types which happens. Weather prediction, video games, translation, facial recognition, and financial analysis, music, ethical reasoning. Look at these legends. I'm not sure you're able to read it, but I'll read it for you. Anything which is in gray, AI outperform human counterpart. Okay, that's what it says. The dark blue is AI plus human coexistence. And the light blue one is human outperforms AI counterpart. This is an outlook of next 10 years. Tell me one where AI has taken over. Right? None. So it will always be a combination of AI plus human continue to work together in a similar ecosystem the way it is available today. I'll give you an example. In 2000, in 2002, there was a massive demand on Excel experts, Microsoft Excel. Entire analysis, doing pivots, HLOOK, VLOOK, VLOOKUP. All that, were known to very limited people in the organization, but there was a massive demand of that skill. It helped us in the calculation, designing charts, making various types of analysis. Now, the similar thing, but on a very larger scale, is being done by AI. But MIS never took jobs. It created more. It made business smarter. And similarly, AI is also going to create business smarter. The things which has been done or not attempted yet, AI is enabling. So that was my key message, right? You have Hackathon taking off today. I'm sure you have ideas figured out. Try to leverage such technologies to brainstorm your ideas and see, can it be more with GPT or any other, chat provider can give you. Second, try to collaborate. There are 3 categories you are working on. Which ones are those? Environment, agriculture, and medtech. These 3 are struggling. How these are struggling? Agriculture requires an innovation. Environmental challenge we see everywhere. Medical need new, cheap, economic solutions. And if these 3 can collaborate really well, I think this is where your hackathon is trying to create an opportunity. So if you have an idea, try to put that to a closure. If your idea is approved, do reach me out. It might take this organization, and we can see if we can also work together. But I wish you very, very best, and try to make it happen. Next 2 days, I'm sure, very exciting for you. So, great. And next time we'll remove that pipe. There is a pipe there. Cool. Thank you, guys, and all the best.
Big round of applause, guys. Sir has given a lot of details about the AI. In the meanwhile, before we have an opening event, I'll just try to introduce you guys about Jitesh sir. He's the founder and CEO of 2 pioneering companies, okay? And he has driven change in the startup and education sectors both. First company what he started was Tetris Innovations, which will support disruptive ventures across edtech, financial techs, AI, electric vehicles, sustainability, and all these things focused on a breakthrough innovation. And his second venture is Advance, AEDVANS, Advance, is transforming education by leveraging modern technologies and developing a social network platform which will equip students with essential skills and entrepreneurial mindsets. So Jitesh sir is not only the founder of two important companies but also the author of India's Innovation Imperative, where he outlines a strategic visions for India's growth as a global innovation leader. With over 20 years of leadership experience, he has worked in top Fortune 100 companies. Maybe you people are also dreaming to work in, like Bank of America, IBM, Google, Tesco, and his deep expertise is on this subject, that is open innovation and digital transformation. Guys, a big round of applause for Jitesh Bajaj sir. In few minutes, we are already having guests in the ground floor. We have received them. So quickly we'll be having a short inauguration event. Stay tuned, guys.
Destination by many students to design their future. It's a campus with new thoughts, ideas, and enterprise. A place where global conversation begins. As a college of excellence, Shridevi aims to provide high-quality education as well as action-centric and value-adding research. Major groups under Shridevi Charitable Trust are Shridevi Institute of Engineering and Technology, Shridevi Institute of Medical Sciences and Research Hospital, Shridevi Institute of Paramedical Sciences, Shridevi Institute of Nursing Sciences, Shridevi College of Physiotherapy, Shridevi Polytechnic, Shridevi Institute of Management Studies. Our institutions have implemented creative learning, innovative thinking, and human development for the transformation of young and energetic minds into competent professionals and global leaders. Engineers are often called as people who turn dreams into reality. They are the ones who work on real-life application of complex theories. Shridevi Institute of Engineering and Technology was established to train the engineers of tomorrow.
The value of education is taught here at Shridevi. Every day is a new beginning, new learning, and new experience. I like to be called well-educated than to be called well-guided.
The college also offers courses in MTech and has gained popularity over the years for its research-intensive quality education. The college has the best facilities at the disposal of its students. The labs for each department are high-tech and the teaching staff is highly experienced with an impressive track record of results. It is said that a doctor should not treat the disease, but the patient suffering from it. Shridevi Institute of Medical Sciences and Research Hospital is an epitome of quality medical education established to train doctors in a human touch. The MBBS course is highly intensive and the students, along with regular subjects, develop a first-hand knowledge of one of the primary aspects of the medical profession. The hospital of Shridevi Group has state-of-the-art infrastructure and is equipped with up-to-date medical technology and facilities which provides the best medical treatment to its patients. Shridevi Institute of Nursing was established as there is a demand for specialized nurses in the medical field. The mission of this institute Sciences was established for the sole purpose of training the best paramedical professionals, as the paramedical staff is the support system of the entire medical services field. The course offered are intensive and spread out into 3 years, 6 months of college learning and 6 months of internship. Our library is our portal, which is well maintained and has subscription to almost all of the journals worldwide. Also equipped with a digital library for research and study purposes. Home away from home is the feel that one can get at a hostel in Sweden. The hostels have the best residential facilities and has a friendly atmosphere. Students coming across different parts of the country with different cultures, languages and backgrounds live here happily and stand by unity in diversity. They make the best use of their leisure time at Shridevi. SEI offers a range of excellent sports facilities for its students and is very active in many intercollegiate sports and are also well represented at different levels. The students of institutes have excelled and have brought accolades to the colleges in various sports. There is a multi-gym facility and a yoga center to keep the students fit and in good health. The institute in each of its colleges has had excellent placement. Almost all of the students passing out of the colleges each year have been placed at various companies, MNCs, government sectors, etc.
If I can light up my surrounding with education, it is my greatest achievement in life, I believe.
Shridevi Institutions. This is the place to be. Come and join the prestigious institutions. Shridevi Group of Institutions. Admissions open. For more details, call 0816 221 2666 or log on to www.shridevieducation.org.
In that particular state level publication, what you are organized from your college, so it was very wonderful and according to the
and enterprise, a place where global conversation begins. As a college of excellence, Shridevi aims to provide high-quality education as well as action-centric and value-added research. Major groups are the